Where are the luminaries on the Great Conjunction of January 12, 2020, which is happening on the River of Heaven? Let's look at a map with the luminaries superimposed. According to astrological charting, this is where everything is at on January 12, 2020, 11:58 a.m. Central Standard Time. It shows a Gleason Map aligned with the chart of the moment, depicting where some of the fixed stars and wandering stars / planets are. Important to note where the River of Heaven, Milky Way, or dielectric inertia plane is located. Next, we'll zoom in and place the planets. Zodiac charts don't paint an accurate picture, as the planets are placed around the outside of the chart. Around the outside of the chart illustrates longitude. They don't illustrate the declination, or what is known as latitude. This is a manual intervention. Latitude is displayed in degrees south or north from the equator, which is 0 degrees. To accurately plot on this chart, we need to know that 0 to 90 degrees south is expanding outward from the equator, and 0 to 90 degrees north is expanding inward from the equator. It's important to know that the luminaries' paths have limits. These limits are the Tropic of Cancer, which is at 23.5 degrees north of the equator, and the Tropic of Capricorn, which is at 23.5 degrees south of the equator. Using an all too familiar example of the sun's limits, the northern limit, or solstice, of the sun is on the Tropic of Cancer. You observe summer versus winter depending on which side of the equator you're on. The southern limit, or solstice, of the sun is on the Tropic of Capricorn. During the spring and fall equinoxes, the sun is on the equator. This is where day and night have equal hours. If you don't understand this, don't worry. You've been programmed due to misunderstanding throughout the ages. This is much more simple than you can imagine. Tracking the lengths of days and nights and the sun's path through the limits is called the analemma. So in summary, this is a polar chart. It maps longitude and latitude in degrees. So let's place a few of the planets, or luminaries, on the chart. We will start with all those in the major alignment. The Sun at 21.5 degrees south, Pluto at 22 degrees south, Saturn at 21.5 degrees south, Mercury at 23.3 degrees south, and Ceres at 25.7 degrees south. A bit easier to see this alignment in this way, right? It's important to note that there are 3 major alignments. The first one is the planetary alignments within themselves. They're all aligned on the Tropic of Cancer. And the third, they are aligned on the River of Heaven. Sound like a magnetic pole shift? Don't forget about what I said in the previous video. Eris is transiting into Aries. So let's keep on populating. We will do a whole picture once complete. Venus, 13.5 degrees south. Neptune, 6 degrees south. Eris, 2 degrees south. And Uranus at 12 degrees north. And this is the last of the luminaries that we'll be showing. Mama Moon at 19 degrees north. Next is an overview which will be used for working on the where major weather takes place. Bringing in the players and dimming these luminaries, let's have a look at the map. We can recap the exact alignment will be on the 72 west, 108 east longitude line, the River of Heaven. A reference on this line is New London, Connecticut, just as an example. We will be looking at the Neptune circuit and effects like lightning, storms, heavy rains, or floods. Also, we'll be looking at heavy winds, hurricanes on the Uranus circuit. Note that Uranus is over the area of Giza, the Great Pyramids. Giza is near the meridian of Alexandria, which was the meridian used before the current meridian of Greenwich. An unanswered question is, why has the meridian changed? Has it changed due to precession? We are still studying that. It's important to note that these are just study notes, as they all play a part in the summation of energies in different aspects. We're also looking at parallels with stars as trigger points to help in locating where the energies start, as the when has become fairly obvious. It is also important to note that at the exact moment, Aries and Libra are right on the ascendant-descendant line. Your comments and questions are welcome. We're hoping to prove to the world that we are much more than we think we are. From a video I made on December 14th, with a follow-up video on December 22nd about major weather prediction for December 16th, turned out to be tornadoes that ripped through the mid-southern states. Again, this is preliminary research on predicting where the major weather will be, as I predicted that major weather will occur on the 16th. Notes from this video: perhaps the moon and fast-moving Mercury play a part. How about Neptune, representing the winds of change, and Spica? Spica sits on the entrance to the underworld between Virgo and Libra, or the as below. Remember, Spica is harvest time, and Eris is Mama Karma. I wonder what is being harvested. Let me know your thoughts, as this is just my research, just doing some physics. I'd love some peer review. What do you think? Peace and love. Words from the song Stairway to Heaven. There's still time to change the road you're on.